Okay, so this is the last one. Let's go for it. We have this one in parallel. I'm gonna turn off the boxes. I only want the facade now to render. Uh, let's see what we have in default. We have the plane, we have the text, and I think we have also the light, if I remember well. There is. So I'm gonna just create two layers, one for the light. Let me see. Oh, I actually had them. Let me delete this. Delete this. I'll create a floor and a light layer. Click there, so default is the current layer, and I'm going to select the floor. Right click on floor, change object layer. I think I misspelled this one with two O's, and select the light as if it was another object. Right click on light, change object layer. So now we can make floor the current layer and turn off the default, which is our lines and stuff that we don't really need now. Okay, I'm going to render this in a different way, specific different way. I'm going to go to properties. Without selecting anything, I'm going to go to perspective, back to perspective again, which I think is interesting. And we're going to play with this parameter, set camera, adjust lens length. Okay, this allows for crazy deformations of our plane. Okay, so if you see, it can get very, very crazy, so be careful with that. Right click again, adjust lens length. If you're like too crazy, go back forward with that option, so it loses that deformation. It's a two focal perspective. So yes, although I want it somehow obvious that it's happening, so I'll leave it there for now. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hide the plane. I'm gonna select my box, my facade, sorry. I'm gonna copy it with ortho on a couple times. There we go. And I'm gonna do the trick of going to layers, going to the top view by control tabbing, putting this one moving over here so it's in the center. I'm gonna turn off, let me check the facade as current, let me turn off the floor, and let me turn off the glass so I can delete the solid from this one. And I'm gonna turn on the glass. As you can see, now we only have glass, and turn off the solid so we can delete the glass from that one. Turn on. I'm gonna go to the perspective. So what I did is very simple. I used the layers in order to be able to manage, delete, and different parts that I want within my rendering. I'm gonna turn on the floor and type show so it appears, and I'm gonna place myself in an interesting point, such as this one. I'm gonna right click, set view, name views, save, and the last one, such as 8, for example. Close and save. This is a good moment to save, and I will render and pause it. Okay, as you can see, it takes a long time, so it's getting tricky and tricky. There we go. I'm gonna render and pause it. Okay. Okay, there we have. I think it's very nice, that's for sure. I changed the light a little bit also, so the shadows from these objects in the foreground, they somehow hit a little bit of the second layer of objects, so I'll save it. I think JPEG is good. Call it facade main 3. Good. Close. And I need you guys to do, let me lock the floor so we make sure that we don't delete it. I'm going to delete this too. I want you guys to also position yourself in the right view where you can see the facade perfectly, and render that one as well as a front facade. I'll pause it again. Okay, something obviously is problematic here. The background, we need to change it to white. So let me close this, right click on the sphere, make solid color of the background. We didn't do that in the beginning, but we can do it now with no problem. Say okay, and we can render again. Let me pause it again. Great, we save this. Another JPEG we have. Let's call it a facade main 4. This is necessary for you guys to do. Another important thing is let's hope that it happens. But I'm not going to do it because you should send this one to make 2D. It will come, you will say this view, and you will take it to Illustrator and put the facade with the line. So the facade will look perfect, very nice. You can also place in Illustrator a line here with the, if you remember the pen tool, the P tool, that it's a thick line. You can put another layer in Illustrator and make it very thick, so you have a nice section line here. And the last one I need you guys to do, if by now you're still alive, is to get close here and see only the facade component. Something like here, make sure that the verticality is respected. There, save it, right click, set view, name view, save, call it my view 9. And I'm gonna do it in Rhino render, but I would like you guys to do it in V-Ray, okay? There's only 2 materials, so in V-Ray is very easy. I will explain the V-Ray part as it renders. V-Ray, I don't have the plugin, so you probably have to select the object, export it as Rhino 4. Let me see if it's coming. There you go. That's Rhino 4. Oh, we have a problem of double objects there. We can solve it very easily. Let me make sure you see some of them have 2 of them. So let me detect where we can very easily check where we have double geometry, but it's fine. You will open the exported file from Rhino 4. At school you have the V-Ray option. You will go to materials, which is the M in the toolbar. Make sure that the current render is set to V-Ray first. Assign 2 materials, only 2 materials, create 2 materials and assign afterwards. And those materials will be glass and solid. And I will encourage you guys to create the glass with reflection. And if you're capable at this point, make the concrete be the solid. For that you need to go to instead of color, you have to include an image of concrete that you can download at Google, for example, saying concrete textures. Change a little bit the light radius, remember, in the properties panel, and send this same render but with nice image and nice shadows and nice reflections from your sky, etc., etc. So try that. If not, this one's good. And we should fix obviously a couple things. Let me see. We have here obviously a problem. We have here a problem. I'm selecting the ones that are giving us problem because there were double situations, which makes sense. Let me select some of them and take care of those. This one is a problem as well. That one's a problem. This one, I don't know, where is it? I think it's over here. Good. 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 I think I got it. Let me see. No. Yeah, I don't know if you say. So let me send it for the last time, pause it, and hopefully it looks good. Okay, I'll render again, pressing the blue and pause it, and this should be the end of this story very soon. Got it. There we go. Looks nice and very sharp and smooth. So we save it as a JPEG module facade main 5. And again, this one, please try to engage it from V-Ray in Rhino 4, exporting and then opening. Now the problem we had before was that there were two geometries in the same exact place. It wasn't giving us problems before because we were rendering from far away, but now from close by it understands duplicity of objects. So I used this image to select those that I was sure that were having two objects, and I deleted one of the two. Okay, so I think it's good. There, done.